friends, it's Katie, and today I'm here to film my July favorites. I just want to start off by saying if this camera is like angled or this picture frame is slightly angled, just love me anyway, please. If you have OCD, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm a one-woman camera show here, so just please forgive me, let it happen. I'm going to get into my favorites right now. I am actually going to Phoenix tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. So secret, I'm filming this a little early. Today's the 23rd, but we're like a solid 3 weeks in, just over, and I definitely know what I've been using and loving this month, and that I plan to continue to use and love the rest of this month. I'm going to Phoenix tomorrow so that I can go meet my nephew and go see my family, so I'm super excited about that. I'm leaving very early in the morning, so I wanted to make sure I had time to film. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my different beauty and product favorites. So the first thing that I have is this guy. It is a new product, or it was from a new line by MAC. It was part of their Soft Serve Shadow collection. So they're kind of like cream eyeshadows, and they actually have the consistency more or less of ColourPop eyeshadows, which if you've never felt those, it's kind of hard to explain, but they are this really strange moussey texture that is somewhere in between being like a cream and a powder. It's definitely not just a straight up powder, but it's not as like wet of a formula as a cream would be. I got mine in the shade called Quite Yummy. It is this gorgeous, kind of, it reminds me of like a piece of money, like a penny or something. It's kind of a coppery rose goldish pink. Let me swatch this on my hand for you. I am wearing this on my lid right now, not that you can necessarily see it that well right this moment. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's really, really pretty. It's a really shimmery, nice texture. My coworker Mia always wants to touch my eyeshadow when I'm wearing this because I think it kind of has somewhat of like a wet look to it, like a glossy eye look, but it doesn't crease. So it has that glossy, wet cream eyeshadow look without ever creasing. Again, it's a really unique texture, very similar to ColourPop shadows, and I also feel like that formula is kind of gonna be one of the next trends. I think I saw maybe Lancome or some other brand or other brands, plural, had products similar in Sephora when I was in there the other day. But anyway, I really love this stuff. I'm not sure if it was a limited edition collection, you know how MAC always does that, or if they're gonna bring them out permanently, but I'll try to link it below. I hope they still have it in stock. They had a bunch of colors in the range. I just thought this one was perfect and gorgeous for like an everyday look. Another product that I'm currently wearing is this guy. It is a lip gloss by NYX. NYX is one of my absolute favorite drugstore brands. It's just amazing. They have amazing quality products, an amazing range of products, and fun packaging, everything, and it's affordable. It's drugstore. So this is from their Butter Gloss Intense range, which I have mentioned before. The Butter Gloss Intense in the shade Tres Leches is like my all-time favorite, like staple, need to have it on hand at all times, like one in every purse. It's the most perfect pinky nude. I'm not here to talk about that right now though. I'm here to talk about this one. This one's called Funnel Delight, and it's actually the shade I have on my lips right now. These lip glosses smell amazing. I know I smell everything on camera, sorry. It's kind of like a vanilla-y cakey scent, and the whole thing with these glosses is that they are real pigmented, like real pigmented. That's just one swatch, and you can see how much color and impact is in that. Anyhow, so you can see it's just this gorgeous, bright, vibrant pink. It's a great shade for summer and just in general if you like daring lips. It smells great, inexpensive, nice packaging, doesn't really run or get streaky, and it's full of pigment, so I love this. Actually, my next two makeup products, I don't know why I did that. That's two. My next two makeup products are also on my face, but you probably can't see them quite as well. The first one is this guy. It is by Makeup Forever. This is, I think, pretty much like a cult classic for Makeup Forever. It is the HD High Definition Pressed Powder. It looks like so. It's just this nice white, translucent pressed powder. This is meant to just set everything. So I set underneath my eyes, like my concealer, around my T-zone so that I don't get shiny. You can just put it all over your face. I mean, it's summer, it's hot. I'm sitting in front of a hot bright light right now. You bet I put some of this on before I filmed this video. It's really just going to give you, with no color whatsoever and no white cast, at least I hope not. If I look like Casper the Ghost, aside from my natural skin color, like if I actually look like Casper the Ghost more than usual, then maybe this is to blame, but I don't think so. I know sometimes different face products with SPF in them can give you like that flashback Casper effect. This does not. So this is just a really finely milled, nice powder that you can always set your T-zone and your concealer with. Sometimes I will like just wear this, like concealer, and set it with this, and like that's enough. But if you want to add extra powder on top or whatever, foundation, concealer, this, like it really doesn't matter. This is just such a versatile product. They also have this in translucent, in loose powder, which I also have. I just prefer pressed because loose is real messy. The last makeup product that's in my favorites for this month that I am wearing on my face is this guy. I hauled this, I think, a month ago or so. This is from Sephora. It's the Sephora brand Beauty Amplifier. This is the Afterglow Primer and Luminizer. This is just a face primer. You can wear this on its own. You can wear this underneath foundation. You can wear it mixed in with foundation, however you want to do it. It's this really pretty kind of serum consistency, and it is this like luminous, I don't want to use the word shimmery because it's not, but there is like I don't want to use the word iridescence either. It's hard to explain. It's just this glowy, kind of like a highlighter powder that's like natural. I don't know. I'm totally not explaining this well at all, but it is just this gorgeous, I'll show you a close-up. It is described as being a lit within glow. It's a multi-pearl primer, and it has this really cool gel consistency, so it blends right into the skin. It doesn't feel heavy, and it will make your face just look a little bit luminous and glowy. And also it smells kind of like roses, and also kind of like MAC Fix Plus. That's the word I'm looking for. MAC Fix Plus setting spray. So I like that smell. I forgot that I have one more makeup favorite actually, and I'm not wearing it. I'm wearing a different highlighter, but this guy is by Laura Geller. This is another kind of like cult product. It is one of their baked gelato swirl illuminators, and this is in the shade Gilded Honey. Holy buckets, this is gorgeous. Now this is a tiny little guy. I got this in my Birchbox, but let me tell you something about highlighters, especially ones that are this intense. This will literally last me my life. So I don't even need to buy the full size, although I kind of want to because it's just so pretty, and I just am a collector of makeup. They also have different shades in this Laura Geller baked whatever gelato swirl illuminator range. So I'd definitely be interested in checking those out, but Gilded Honey is a favorite, like I said. It is such a gorgeous, intense, shimmery highlight. I hope you can see that. It's so, so pretty. It looks so stunning on the cheekbones or the inner corners or wherever you want to highlight, but it's not over the top. Like, I feel like it's just at the very threshold, at the very top of where it could be. If it was any more highlighty, it would potentially be over the top for certain people, but it's just at the very top of that. Like, does that make any sense? Is that a good analogy? I don't know. It's very intense. It's very, again, I don't want to use the word shimmery, but this gorgeous, gorgeous highlight, but it's not like over the top. And a little goes a long way. It blends really well. I feel like it's very complimentary to my skin tone, which is very fair, so I feel like it would be complimentary to a lot of skin tones. I don't know. I love it. Check it out. Straying away from makeup, but staying on the product category, I've been using two hair care products a ton this month. The first being this. This is by Toni and Guy. It is the Toni and Guy Casual line, and this is the Sea Salt Texturizing Spray. First off, I know I say it about everything because I'm obsessed with scent, but this truly smells amazing. Amazing, amazing. It doesn't really smell super beachy per se, the way a lot of other sea salt sprays smell. I think I had a sea salt spray in my like last month or the month before favorites video. It was the Not Your Mother's one, also fabulous. That smells very summery. This doesn't really smell summery, it just smells good. It has that like Toni and Guy scent to it. And I'm telling you, like if I put a braid in my hair, which I had earlier today, and secret, my hair is still damp from showering last night. That's a real thing because my hair is so thick that if I braid it, it doesn't allow it to totally dry, and I digress. But this will just give it that texture, that wave. It will just make me look like, people wouldn't believe that I have naturally straight hair, I would almost say, because it just gives some wave and shape. And I really, really love this. I'm almost out of it. I will have to repurchase it because I love it. So Toni and Guy Sea Salt Texturizing Spray. Sorry, don't mind me, just with my Chardonnay here. It's my Friday night, so living it up. The other hair product that I can't get enough of this month is this guy here. It's by SheaMoisture and it's called the Raw Shea Butter Extra Moisture Detangler with sea kelp and argan oil. Now this was something that I first ever tried when I went to BeautyCon LA a couple of years ago. SheaMoisture was a brand I had like seen, they sell it at Target and Ulta. I had seen it, but I had never heard much about it or used anything from it. And I sampled this. The thing that sold me on this, it is something you use in place of conditioner in the shower and you don't have to rinse it out. A lot of like leave-in conditioners or like hair mask type products that are similar, even within the SheaMoisture range, are things that you leave on for however many minutes and then you rinse it out. Well, it might not look like it, but I really do have a lot of hair and I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. It's a pain. It's such a pain. I go through so much conditioner. It's like beyond annoying. After shampooing, apply from root to end, comb through for even distribution, do not rinse out, style as desired. So this basically takes place of the conditioner that you put in your hair in the shower and then rinse out. It cuts down my shower time for me, which sounds silly again, but people with like a lot of hair might understand where I'm coming from. It's just a pain, and the less work you have to do, the better, right? There are a lot of other fun things to be doing other than wasting time washing and conditioning your hair. You feel me? I just love it. I just love it. It takes place of having to do conditioner in the actual shower, and you should definitely try to test it out. SheaMoisture is a pretty affordable brand. Again, I will link all the products that I'm mentioning down below. The last product favorite that I will mention for this month is this guy. This is a Korean brand. It's by IPKN New York. I don't know why it's called New York or why it has New York in the name if it's a Korean brand, but I'm never gonna complain about New York. It is the Pore Apple Sun Cream and it has SPF 40. So this obviously is a daytime moisturizer. I say obviously because it has SPF in it. I use this every single day. It's a mineral oil-free, gentle pore care, T-zone control, makeup base facial cream. That's a lot of different words, but basically it is this cream that they say you can almost use as like a makeup primer. I don't use it as that, but I guess the point is that it's not greasy, it's not heavy, it smells nothing like SPF. I know sometimes I like that sunscreen smell, however, you don't necessarily want your day-to-day moisturizer to smell like that. This smells literally like apples, and it's very faint, it's very subtle, it's nothing over the top or fake or chemically, is that a word? It just smells nice. It smells like apples. It almost has like a little green tint to it. I also just love the packaging. It's just this little sleek little guy with a cute little cap. It just makes me excited to wear this every day, and I think it is great to wear SPF every day, and SPF 40 is pretty good. So I love this stuff. I got mine on Birchbox. I don't know exactly where else they sell IPKN New York. Again, it's a Korean brand, so I'm sure different stores carry it, but I really, really like this stuff. I was on the pursuit for a daytime voice moisturizer. Why am I talking like this, mate? I was looking for a daytime face moisturizer, there we go, for a long time, and I feel like I found the perfect one. So I wanted something with SPF, I wanted something not too greasy or heavy, I wanted something that I liked. This is the right stuff, and it's not too expensive. I forget the exact price, maybe between $20 to $30, maybe? I'll link it below. Well, friends, that pretty much wraps it up for my July favorites. I just have a few music favorites to mention, and then just like my media favorites. So a movie and a few music favorites. I will start with the movie because I feel like it's tradition for me to end with the music. Don't worry, there's not as many as last month. So my friend Mia and her boyfriend Sebi highly recommended for me to watch this movie called It's Already Tomorrow in Hong Kong. I believe I said that name correctly. Again, I only know the female actress's name. I don't know the male actor's name. Whoops, should have looked that up. But Jamie Chung plays the female lead, and then somebody, maybe I'll look it up and put it on the screen, maybe, he plays the male lead. And I don't want to give too much away because it's kind of one of those things that you just need to watch it to see what it's about. But I will just say this, and now watch, I'm probably gonna give it away. I'm so sorry. Spoiler alert, maybe if you're interested at all in watching a movie called It's Already Tomorrow in Hong Kong with Jamie Chung in it. That's all you really know at this point. But it's the type of movie that leaves the ending up for interpretation, which I have realized this more and more about myself, that kind of drives me crazy. And I think it's just because I have this sick need to like know the why behind everything, and I just hate when things are like what do you think about it? Like, what do you think happened after that? I'm like, I don't know. Why doesn't somebody tell me what happened after that? I need some closure. So that's just like my own personal demon that I struggle with, but it is that type of film. It's this really cute, cool storyline that definitely has you thinking and kind of feeling things throughout. At the end, you're kind of like, ugh. And I would say that one of the overarching themes, without really telling you much about the plot, but maybe potentially also giving the whole thing away, again, I'm sorry, it emphasizes or talks about emotional cheating when it comes to relationships. And I think it kind of begs the question, like, what is emotional cheating? It's a little bit more subjective than like physical cheating, which is pretty much black and white. And I think it's something where every person might have a slightly different opinion or analysis or definition of emotional cheating. Unfortunately, I've experienced both kinds, physical and emotional. In my opinion and in my experience, like, emotional cheating is way worse. It just holds more significance, I think. But again, it's gonna be different for every person, every circumstance, and this movie kind of just shows you this storyline. All I'm gonna say, it's a guy and it's a girl, and he is an American who is living in Hong Kong for work. She is an American who is visiting her friends in Hong Kong. They randomly meet one night, and that's all I'm gonna say for now, but the story takes you throughout, and I think at the end you're left kind of thinking, well, wow, like, what happened, and like, what would I do, and like, because you're kind of rooting for them, but at the same time, there's the whole integrity thing. I don't know. Again, for the third time, I'm sorry. I probably just gave that whole film away, but it's an interesting one. And it was cool to see Hong Kong, and the chemistry between the characters was just fun to watch. It was fairly lighthearted and fairly quick, short. Yeah, a fairly short, good read, not a good read, a good watch. Jamie Chung is gorgeous, and I really like her, so that was fun to watch. She dresses really cute in the film, and it's on Netflix, so check it out if you're not like, well, Katie, you just spoiled the whole thing for me. Check it out anyway. And then the last thing that I have are some music favorites, as per usual. First, I'm gonna start with two albums that are just really rocking my socks right now. I've always loved her. I've always loved this album since it came out, which was like almost a year ago at this point. Maybe not almost a year ago, but kinda sorta. And it is Miss Selena Gomez. I mean, like,
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to put down the weapons you're fighting with. Kill 'em with kindness. Go ahead now.
Selena Gomez, I love her. This album's great. I've just been listening to it a lot again this month. And then an album that I truly feel never got its full proper recognition, because it was like one of the best pop albums of 2015, 2016, I don't know what year it came out. I think 2015, maybe, I don't know the exact date, but it's Rae Jepsen.
Cause you make me feel like I could be driving you all night. Baby, take me to the feeling. Run away with me. Run away with me, baby.
And I just played like singles off of those last two albums, but in general, the Selena Gomez-Revival album and the Rae Jepsen-Emotions, I think is what it's called, Emotion album, are both amazing pop albums. They're great to work out to, they're great to just listen to, a lot of fun. And then the last music favorite that I had is by a band that a new friend introduced to me. I don't even know how to say it properly, so that's a good start, but it's Lany or Lany, it's L-A-N-Y, I'm gonna go with Lany. They kind of have a cool, pop-ish, slightly 80s vibe to them. I would say kind of along the lines of the 1975, which is another band that I've been loving that I mentioned last time, but they have a song called Walk Away that I highly recommend you check out. It just has a cool, unique sound. The first time I heard it, I was just like, what is this? And the chorus, he basically says, I'm too good at leaving love, I don't wanna be. And I don't know, it's just interesting. He's just talking about like, why do I always walk away? And that's, I don't really have anything else to say about it. I just like it. Again, I just think it has a super cool sound, and I don't know, I just like the lyrics of that song. So check it out. They're on Spotify, and I'm sure Apple Music and all the other forums, iTunes, that people listen to music. So with all that being said, I think that's everything. If I forgot anything, I will, you know, be sure to include it on my next month video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing so well. And it is now about to be August, which means we're probably like weeks away from pumpkin spice. I'm just saying. I've said it before, I will say it again. Get your Christmas trees ready, people. It's about to be fall, which means it's about to be winter. So, on that note, I love you guys. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're enjoying the last bit of summer here, and I will catch you very soon. Yay! Love you! Bye.